Hi everyone, welcome back to JP WHU TV. It's nice to see you. I hope you're keeping well and having a good week. Thank you very much for watching with us. We are going to be watching West Ham at home against AFC Bournemouth live in the second round of the Carabao Cup. But as always, guys, this live stream is sponsored by the channel sponsor, 3retro.com. Please click the link in the description below that will take you directly through to the West Ham section of their website, where you can purchase some really nice retro gear, as you can see from the icon that's up here. There's also Admiral and Umbro track jackets, polo shirts, sweatshirts and t-shirts as well, so go check those out. Any purchases you make through the link in the description below, the commission that the channel would normally be getting, as I always say, I'll be sending on to the charity Iron Supporting Food Banks. They're based in the Newham area, and they're helping those in the Newham area and the Essex County and further afield for that matter, as they are currently supporting over 70 and probably close to 80 food banks by the time of this recording. So guys, go grab yourself a really nice retro shirt. You'll be saving yourself a few quid in comparison to the club shop, and you'll be helping those that are less fortunate than you and I. But if you want to make a donation directly to the charity and you don't want to make a purchase through the affiliate link, just above the affiliate link is the Just Giving Fund link, where you can donate directly to them. So £1, £2, £3, £5, whatever you can afford. Believe me, guys, every single penny helps. So, guys, in the live chat, there is a poll going to see who you guys think is going to win. And 6 people have voted so far. Thank you very much to you. And it's gone 100% in West Ham's favour. George Kerr's saying, "Come on, you Irons." Thank you, George. Good to see you, mate. Hope you're keeping all right. So as always, guys, as always, while I'm doing the team sheets, by all means, for those 6 people that are watching, by all means, please do put in your score predictions for what you think the final result is going to be. As we go and talk about the team sheets. So starting off for a change for West Ham, in goal is Fabianski, exactly as predicted in the preview, with a back 4 exactly as I predicted, of Wan-Bissaka to beat, well, almost as the same, Wan-Bissaka, Tobido, Kilman and Creswell. Alvarez and Ward-Prowse and Souček in the midfield, supporting Bowen, Somerville and Fulkrug up front, which is very, very tasty. And on the bench for excuse me, for the bench for the West Ham, we have Fodringham, Soufal, Mavropanos, Emerson, Rodriguez, Paquetá, Gilham, Kudus and Antonio. And for so we're starting in the 4-1-4-1 formation, pretty much the same way that we did against Crystal Palace. And AFC Bournemouth, a 4-2-3-1, again as predicted in the preview. Neto keeping his place in goal, with a back 4 of Hill, Sensei, Hugeson and Smith. So already 2 players in there that I said we need to be keeping an eye on. Christie and Scott in the defensive midfield positions, with Siniesta, Tavernier and Utara supporting Jebson up front. And on the bench is Ariju, Cook, Dennis, Kirkes, Culvert, Semeno, Travis, Zabarnier, I think you pronounce that, and Nevilson. So guys, a very, very interesting lineup from both sets of managers. Very, very good. Brain says, "Come on, you Irons." Welcome, mate. Good to see you. Brain's asking who the Hammers sub keeper is, and as I said, it's Fodringham. That's why I started off with him first, because I know that off by heart in terms of this. But yeah, but come on, guys, for those 9 people watching, thank you very much for watching, of course. And Barmies, please do hit the like button if you haven't already done so. So the more likes this video gets, guys, you know the spiel by now. The more likes this video gets, the more advertising it gets on YouTube, and therefore more people get involved, and so on and so forth. But for those 10 people now watching, Barmies, please do put your score predictions in the live chat. I'm interested to see what you guys are saying. So we've had 8 votes. 7 of those have been for a West Ham win, and now there's a Bournemouth fan watching, or a very, very pessimistic West Ham fan watching, saying that it's going to go to a Bournemouth win. So for those guys, this is on Sky Sports Plus Channel 3, so they're doing all of but that's the channel you can go to for basically everything bar the Premier League, pretty much. So yeah, just seeing the fireworks going off at the stadium now. It feels weird doing this, guys. We haven't done a watch along together for a home game since the COVID times, and yeah, there's a very, very good chance that we could be doing it a lot more. We could be doing both home and away watch-alongs next season, but we'll come to that as we come to it. But yeah, so guys, come on, give us your score predictions. There's 11 people watching. Come on, hit that like button if you're enjoying it. There's 9 people voted, and so there's now 2 people saying that it's going to be a Bournemouth win. So let me know your thoughts on the starting 11, which we've literally just read out. For those that have joined late, again, I'll go through them again. So Fabianski in goal for West Ham, with the back four of Creswell out on the left, Kilman, Tobido, and Wan-Bissaka on the left. On the left side, Creswell out on the Wan-Bissaka on the right. From our point of view, of course, Albrez and in the defensive midfield positions with Somerville, Souček, and Ward-Prowse and Bowen supporting Fulkrug up front. And on the bench is Fodringham, Kudus, Soufal, Antonio, Gilhern, Mavropanos, Emerson, Rodriguez, and Paquetá. For Bournemouth, a 4-2-3-1 as predicted, with Neto keeping his place in goal, with Hill, Senise, I should say, Hojoisen and Christie, and Smith getting the back row, Christie and Scott in the defensive midfield positions, with Siniesta, Savinier and Utara supporting Jebison up front, and Arijo, Cook, Dennis, Kirkes, Culvert, Semeno, Travers, Zabarni, and Elwood Nielsen. Now, the first thing you look on from a West Ham perspective is there's no Areola on the bench. He's 100% rested, which is the whole reason why we bought in Fodringham to be the third choice keeper. And so far, so good. Lopetegui has kept to that. Brain saying a 2-0 West Ham position. Kai Green says, come on you cherries. Kai, you're more than welcome to put your own score prediction in for the result, how you think the game's going to go. So we've had 10 votes. Thank you very much, everybody. We're still remaining on 7 votes for West Ham to win and 3 votes for Bournemouth to win. So yeah, that's what this channel's all about. It's about people from every sort of fan base wanting to do it, and of course, guys, your good health as always, and hopefully a victory for West Ham as well on top of it, and hopefully a new job very soon as well. Guy's gone pretty close, saying a 2-1 Bournemouth. Kai, give us your thoughts on your starting 11, guys. Do you agree that's the right starting 11, or do you think that Areola's gone a little bit weak with it? I mean, I don't know. From what I'm seeing, that's a very, very strong starting 11 from looking on the outside. But Kai, it'd be very interesting to see what you say with this as well, for that matter. It'd be interesting to get your thoughts on this. So, guys, this is a recap. Just as the players are about to take their formations. Sit rep for the shirt design. Yeah, this isn't correct because the 2 bars the 2 sky blue bars should be slightly further down, and this should be thicker, and these should be thicker as well. But for 16 quid including delivery, who gives a smeg? Russ says, yes, JP, welcome, Russ. Give us your score prediction, mate, as always. And Kai says, I guess anything could happen. But in terms of the starting 11, do you think it's a good starting 11, or do you think that Areola should have picked other players? Guys, if you haven't already done so, please do put your votes in the live chat, because we're literally going to be closing at any second as kickoff is very, very close. So yeah, the majority of you have gone for West Ham win. So I'll give you 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Excuse me. Poll is now closed. Now, I appreciate, guys, it's not going to be the full count because there's a 7-second delay for some random reason. But Russ says, buy cheap, buy twice. Not mate. No, seriously, not a chance. These are genuine Umbro gear. They're not Mickey Mouse in any shape or form. The only difference is they're slightly different to the production line. So this would have been like the first attempt before the changes were made, more than likely. And Russ going a 2-0 West Ham as well. I'm thinking along the same. I'm going to go the same way Kai's gone, but the other way round. I think it's going to be 2-1. I can't see us keeping a clean sheet. I really can't see us keeping a clean sheet. Russ says genuine fake. Shut up, you pillock. And I can't see any quality in Bournemouth starting 11. I can, mate. There's some very good defence in there. There's some very good attacks. But you're Arsenal, so you're going to say that about everybody anyway. I mean, I quite like Sinise. I think he's a decent defender, for one. So we'll be kick-off in not that far off from now. Only Scott, to be honest, says Kai. Fair enough, Scott is quality. Yeah, I like him. I think he's a good midfield player. Arsenal, how dare you? Don't start. You two. Just gone for a 3-0 West Ham. And the second half, sorry, the first half has just kicked off. And apologies, guys. There we go. All right, ball straight back to Fabianski. And now over to Tedido with a long hoof. Oops, hang on. You can let me just put that. Yeah, it's 5 seconds behind the clock, so it's all fine. There's normally a bit more pomp than circumstance with that in a minute. So anyway, so Senesi with a long ball, and now Brez gathers from it as a result, running into space. He's been targeted straight away, and that looks like, who is that? I can't really see who that goes. Number 16 for that. So it's Tavernier. Passing it around a little bit, and now Smith is on the ball. And a hoof ball by what I think that was Hill by the looks of it. Sinistra dragging into the defence, passing it back slightly to Scott, who passes it back slightly to Senesi. And then he draws them back to Senesi, I should say. Apologies if I'm butchering these pronunciations, guys. You know what I'm like with these. Ray Burke, good evening, mate. Gives you score prediction, fella. Siniesta. Over to Houston, I thought it was. And now back to Senesi. And hoofed up. Over to Sinistra. And so it's ball in and easy gather from Fabianski. So not a bad attempt for Bournemouth in the first 90 seconds. Not bad in any shape or form. Not a big fan of the pink goalkeeping kit. Not really liking that, but I'm guessing nobody's buying it, which is the reason why he's wearing it. Fabianski's wearing it. And a hoofball once again. Trying to find Bowen. It doesn't connect, but it goes out for West Ham throwing off the back of Christie, I think that is. So easily taken on Tobido. Keeping the ball nicely. Takes on 2 players. Passes to Souček, who's not aware of it, but easily gathered from Fulkrug. He passes it back to Kilman and over to Kudus. The ball's loose, but Alvarez gathers and over to Somerville. Souček, I think that's, and then now the ball up to Somerville, I should say. No, that was Somerville up, putting the ball up to Kudus, I should say. Ball kept. Ward-Prowse trying to put the ball in to try and find Bowen, but it doesn't happen. Unfortunately, in Bournemouth now on the break, just a little bit of tension there by the looks of it. Just as Smith clears the lines. And it goes out for Soufal's playing. Soufal's playing as a wing back or midfield left by the looks of it. That's interesting. Very, very interesting. I'm quite impressed with this Sky Sports Plus service, to be fair. It's pretty decent. Ball up to Somerville. And Smith clears out for a goal kick. Sorry, Senesi clears out for a West Ham throw-in, which is taken. We've not seen it as well because the directors of football are useless. And it goes out again for a West Ham throw-in. So I'm guessing it's going to be... Oh, wait, 1, 2, 3, 4. One, two, three. Yes, looks like Soufal's out on. Looks like Wan-Bissaka's out on the left. I apologise, and Soufal's out on the right. Apologies for that. Just to get me bearings on this. Right, so it's Ward-Prowse to Soufal. So maybe the team sheet changed recently. Who knows? But anyway. And now Christie over to Jabison by the looks of it. The camera's gone out of focus. Well done, guys. Ray Burke says, I fancy West Ham win by at least a 2-goal margin. So that's a 3-1, 2-1, 2-0. Ian says, where's Fodringham? What about him? Mate, you just can't drop that. Soufal clears the header. And it goes out for a corner. Was it? Hello? Can we see what happened here, please? Yeah, it's a corner. Fuck's sake. This is what I hate about doing watch-alongs, man. Is the live football directors just spend way too much time on stuff so you can't see what's going on a lot of the time. It's ridiculous. Looks like Tavernier's going to take the corner. Someone asked who our subkeeper was. Agreed, Ian, but that was answered about 5 minutes ago, 6-7 minutes ago. But thank you anyway. So Tavernier with the corner. Not the best of corners, and it goes out for a goal kick, rebounding off Siniestra there. Sinestra. So you guys, I hope you've had a good day in the heat. So Fabianski's going to take a goal kick at some point. He does. He gives it to Kilman, who passes it over to Tobido. So yeah, so Soufal's the right wing back and Wan-Bissaka's the left wing back. Headed up by Ward-Prowse. But back in, and now it's bouncing around a little bit. But now Bournemouth are in possession here, and a nice little try and dummy defending by Albaris, but nothing really happened. And Bournemouth now running into the box, and Wan-Bissaka clears with his left foot, and then it's Ward-Prowse to Albaris, and now to Kilman, and now to Wan-Bissaka on the left hand side. He passes it through to Ward-Prowse, back to Wan-Bissaka down the left hand side, and Albaris, and now Ward-Prowse. And now Souček. And now over to Tobido. And Ward-Prowse. Souček back to Kilman. And now Tobido down the middle of the running down to the left hand side of the flank, but he's got no options, so he passes it to Alvarez, who gives it to Soufal down the right hand side. But he's got no options other than put it to Fabianski for no summer. Banana GT says Wan-Bissaka is so fast, laugh my ass off. What, mate? What? Sounds like a jealous fan there. Tobido running, jogging down the left hand side. And he gets blocked by Bournemouth. And now these players coming through, and now Siniestra and Soufal having a go at each other. And it goes out for a West Ham throw-in on the left-hand side from a West Ham perspective. Taken very quickly to Ward-Prowse, through to Alvarez. And now down to Kilman from Tobido. Back to Tobido. And back to Fabianski. Not the best of ideas for him, because that's what he should be doing. I know that's what laugh my arse off says. That's what I said. Clean your ears out with your banana juice. Alvarez. The English say arse and the Americans say ass, and you are one. Both of them. And it goes out for I'm about to say an England throw-in there. Goes out for a West Ham throw-in. So obviously Banana GT is waiting for bedtime. He hasn't got any homework to do for another couple of weeks. Gioeletto, Allegase, nice to see you. Give us your score prediction, because neither team has scored yet. The clock's 4 seconds behind live. Now Bournemouth are on the attack, very slowly. Damn, anyway, come on, you wines. Well, yeah. Well, Banana, give us your score prediction, mate. That's what I said when everyone comes in. Yuasa Leto says 3-0. That's West Ham way, of course. And now Scott taking it on, going for shot, and just curls it wide. So not bad, Kai. If you're still listening, guys, that's not a bad shot from Scott there. I like that attempt. He's trying to get it up in the top right hand corner, and it's a nice. It's got acres of space. Just couldn't really do it. So there's two people. Two people have subscribed since this live stream was set up. Thank you very, very much for doing that. As I say, guys, we've got 10 people watching and five likes. So come on, guys. I know you can do better than that. Come on. Long ball from Fabianski to Souček, who tried to find Bowen, but unfortunately that didn't happen. And now Smith cleared his lines, but unfortunately, but not the best of controls from Scott, and that goes out for West Ham throw-in. So it looks like Soufal's going to take the throw-in again. Yep. Yeah. Horses for courses, really. Banner says, no, I think 2-1. Paquetá scores the winner. You never know, mate. You never know. So yeah, bouncing around between teams as well, but nice ball up from Tobido. But gets intercepted by Scott once again. And now Bournemouth on the counter-attack. Zonal marking, so everyone's running into their positions instead of actually trying to give them no space. That's something we need to work on. Tavernier over to Christie. And back down to Smith. And yeah, Bone makes a bit of a meal off of Smith, but it is a tackle. And George, thank you very much, mate. Repeating what I said earlier, please like, share, and subscribe. Well, two people already had since we, at least one person went since we went live, so that's not a problem. But again, Bowen should not be that deep. He really shouldn't be that deep. Tobido from Fabianski. Hoofs in it long. And that's Smith with a header. Wan-Bissaka. Kilman. Fabianski. The hoof ball. Irons 98, where can you watch it? Google it and you'll find out. Thank you, Banana, saying that I already have, mate. This guy is so funny. Thank you, mate. Much appreciated. You've seen nothing yet. Ward-Prowse. Alvarez. Yeah, Soufal back to Alvarez, and now Ward-Prowse. What were you doing? That was a great pass from Tobido, and now they're on the break. Soufal giving him absolutely no space to, and then Alvarez with the clearance, and that's technically a goal, free kick. Bowen is covering for Soufal. Agreed. Yeah, he wanted to. It's clear that Lopetegui wanted to rest Emerson for Man City. I don't blame him in any shape or form. We still need a left. We still need a right back. We really do. We do. I still think it should have been Creswell, because Creswell was due to start in the starting 11, but there must have been an injury to him at last minute or tactical change at last minute. Because as we read out the team sheets. Fabianski with a hoof. Because originally, come on, computer, stop dicking about. Originally, the back four was going to be an hour before kickoff, or an hour and a bit before kickoff, when it actually loads up. Come on, there you go. It was going to be Wan-Bissaka, Tobido, Kilman, and Creswell. So there's an injury to Creswell at one point. Russ is asking, is Wan-Bissaka not a right back? He is a right back, yes, but he can also play left back at the same point. So that'll be why. So he fell with a throw in, and yeah, straight to Neto. The first save he's had to do in 15 minutes, and looks like Smith has had a bit of a knock. We have a look at the replay of this. Sorry, Sinisi, I should say. Sinisi. So, yeah, we're not going to see a replay, which is unusual, but it is what it is. So Neto's going to take the free kick. Bam. Hey, Tony! Danny's in. Hello, John. My phone said that Cresswell started. Something must have happened. Yeah, we're literally just talking about that, mate. All the way from Australia is Tony. So good to see you, mate. But yeah, we'll literally talk about that. It must have been either a tactical change or Cresswell wasn't fit enough or had a tweak or something. We'll find out. And I'll try and put it in the Man City preview that's going to go up tomorrow. So, Ward-Prowse over to Kilman. So, but yeah. Looks like a few little tweaks here and there, to be honest with you, Tony, mate. I say, because originally, because Soufal wasn't meant to be, so Soufal was drafted in for Cresswell, but other than that, that's pretty much exactly the same. But Russ, going back to your question earlier, Wan-Bissaka can play a left back, which I mentioned at the time when we was doing his medical with us. But yeah, so he can play either side. It's pretty decent. But an easy gather from Fabianski there on the Bournemouth attack. Eric Barrow says, new fan from America. Thank you, Nick. Eric, give us your score prediction, mate. And more specifically, whereabouts in the States are you as well, so I can get a bit of a time difference update from you. Bowen, really deep. To Kilman. Wan-Bissaka on the left-hand side, pelting down. Well, in a comparison to everyone else, he's pelting down. And back to him. Oh, that was close. Yeah, a bit of a coming together between him and Bournemouth player. Fergus falls in Minnesota. Whee! Remind me. Yeah. So good to see you, mate. Hope you're enjoying it. I know you said you're a new fan and stuff, but we do these quite a fair bit. We might be doing it for the Man City games. Have a look at the replay. So yeah, that's a little bit cowardly for Wan-Bissaka, but Senesi just booted it straight at his stomach, so he was winded. So I get it. So that should be technically you can class that as a foul because he's winded him, but I don't think they will. No, it's just so yeah. Lopetegui gave him Tuido some instruction there about where he should be and why, and it looks like he's listening to it, which is all good. All good. Minnesota, so you're about 6 hours behind us, I think, isn't it? Something like that. It's like 2 o'clock in the afternoon there. Right. So Smith to Senesi. And over to Hilgen. It's so easy through the midfield. But that's a nice try, Summerfield. But Tabido gathers off that rebound. And Fabianski with a hoof ball because he knows he's running straight down again. Yeah, just the Suchek tried to do a layoff to Fulkrug, but nothing really happened. Tony Sarsing, is our style looking okay, John? Saturday started to take shape much better than Moyes' ball. Yeah, a little bit. It's 11 men behind the ball at the moment, so kind of waiting for to hit them on the counter attack for one point. But yes, it's we haven't really. The Bournemouth have been massively dominant, really dominant for the most of this game so far for the first 18, 19 minutes. Banana's asking, is Wan-Bissaka is a future star for the Hammers? Played so well last match against Crystal Palace. Crying still Palace. Yeah, mate. Yeah, everyone forgets he's a young. He's still quite young. He broke through Crystal Palace's right back as a youngster. And he was at Man United for a long time. He's only about 26 still, give or take. So he's got a hell of a lot of time still to go. I think we've got him at his peak, or about to get his peak, I should say, because he's as defenders hit their peak a lot later than the than midfield players do and everything. But yeah, it should be good. Tony says, at least we know Julian Lopetegui will make early and many subs. We'll talk about that around Christmas time, mate. We're only 2 games into the season so far. This weekend's the 3rd one. So yeah, yeah. Not really sure we can be that optimistic just yet. But you never know. But Tony, it's great to see you, mate. We don't really get to see you very much. You make your comments on the videos and stuff, just as Wan-Bissaka gives it to Summerfield, and Summerfield's got acres of space. Passes it through to Fulkrug, but he's a little bit too slow on that. Even though everyone could see it bar in by the looks of it. And as a result, Bournemouth are now on the counter-attack. Slowly but surely with the build-up. Just making sure short passes, passing it through. And a great tackle from Wan-Bissaka to clear the danger there from Jebison. Very, very good. But unfortunately, he can't. And Kilman blocks it with Wan-Bissaka. And Kilman's now on the ball. Little dinky trying to find, long ball. Trying to find Fulkrug, which he does. And it bounces to Bowen. But Bowen gets fouled. That's a foul. That's impediment. That's a massive impediment. That's foul. But we kept possession anyway. Wan-Bissaka to thank you. And now Kilman. It was Wan-Bissaka to Ward-Prowse, who's giving it to Kilman. Now back to Bowen. Sorry, back to Souček, I should say. Now to Ward-Prowse. His hair looks a lot darker than the last time we saw him. Wan-Bissaka. And now to Kilman. Over to Bedo on the right-hand side. Again, got acres of space. Soufal tracking back. But back to Bedo, and he's gonna give it to Fabianski because again, there's no support around him whatsoever. Jebison running the ball down, causing Fabianski to hoof it long to try and find Fulkrug, but it gets intercepted. But nicely done by Souček after from a header from Alvarez, guys, we're almost halfway through the game so far. So for those that have been sticking around, there's 20 people watching. Thank you very much, guys. By all means, please do like, share, and subscribe. More specifically, share this content so more people get to know it. And also, please hit the like button so again gets more advertising on YouTube. But give us your thoughts as we're coming up to the halfway point of the first half. It's a great challenge by Bedo there to make sure that old matey gets absolutely nowhere on it. But Jebison's playing really well there, but that's just we just can't seem to control the game properly at all. We have our spats, but Bournemouth are way too dominant for this. Soufal, and again you can argue. I mean, you can argue that some of these players that are out there are just getting their fitness back because at the end of the day they're not first choice in terms of the normal starting 11s. But also at the same point you can see the weaknesses in some of the players. I mean, with the exception of Kilman, I mean he's done phenomenally well for the first part of this game. Just looking at the replay. Yeah, easily kept in. And yeah, a bit of a watching 2 and 3. Banana says, I'm watching from my TV but using my phone to send text. I am a freak. I agree. Bournemouth got a corner as a result of it. Not because of Banana being a freak. So corner to be taken. Ball in. And easy gather from Fabianski of Sinisi's header. For those that are new to the channel, by all means, please do stick around for half time because we actually have music as well for that matter. So, yeah, it's not chart or anything, but it's different to what other channels, at least the last time I looked a few years ago, they're doing. But Bournemouth have got a throw in, I think. Yeah, show the crowd. Yeah, show the crowd. That's what we wanted to watch the game for. But Alvarez keeps the ball back from the Bournemouth transition, I should say. And then Wan-Bissaka to Kilman. Ward-Prowse should be passing it over to Soufal, but he's dinking around, giving them time. Gives it to Souček, who then gives it to Soufal. So the move's broken down at this point. He's only got one choice but to do exactly as he's just done. Back to Bedo, over to Kilman on the left-hand side now. It's Bedo, back from Kilman. Ward-Prowse gives the ball. Souček gives the ball away, I should say. And now they're just mucking around between Tavernier and Siniesta. Siniesta's on the ball, and now back to Scott. And now Christie. And that goes out for it. Should be a goal kick. No, it's a corner. It came off Soufal. Bernard says, ooh, music, yippee. Yeah, as I say, it's not chart. Can't afford chart. But it's very various different styles of music, mate. Let me put it that way. We've got 3 types of 3 playlists depending on if we're drawing, winning, or losing at half time. So as it stands at the minute, because we're drawing, it's going to be the normal playlist because we draw quite a fair bit at half time recently. So corner taken by Bournemouth. Not a bad ball in either, to that matter, and Fabianski parries out, but yeah, nothing doing with the attack, unfortunately. A little bit of headers in and around between people, but yeah, unfortunately Hill couldn't get anywhere near the goal. So it's still 0-0 with 20 plus minutes to go. It's an easy header as well. Again, just static football, static defending. Actually, Fabianski doesn't get a touch on it. It goes straight to Smith. Or Sinisi, I should say. Sinisi. Right, Soufal back to Tobido, who almost gave us a corner, but clears his lines and hoofs it. Trying to find Fulkrug, but Bowen gets on the end of it instead. And he runs straight into Christie for reasons we can't fathom, and that's a West Ham free kick as a result of it. No shots, that's a worry. Yeah, only Bournemouth with a shot so far. Josh says, who's on the bench? I hope Lopetegui takes Souček and Soufal off soon. Banana's just putting in the David Moyes song that he's changed for Lopetegui. But to answer your question there, George, the substitutes for West Ham are Fodringham, Antonio, Irvin, Kudus, Gilham, Mavropanos, Emerson, Rodriguez, and Paquetá. Ian, you're asking questions that we don't know. You were here when we were talking about Creswell potentially picking up more injury, which is why Soufal was in. Zuma hasn't gone yet. There's 2 clubs he's trying to get through to. Cornet and Ings are listed, but haven't seen anything as yet. Otherwise, there'll be a video talking about it. But Soufal not exactly doing the best of things. Souček over trying to put a ball through. And that goes out. The stupid parry from Neto. Absolutely stupid parry from Neto. And it goes out for a West Ham throw-in on this inside. Josh is bringing all the bench on. BC, welcome, mate. How are we playing? We're not great, to be honest with you. Not great. Bits and spokes, but Bournemouth, that's ridiculous. That's just ridiculous. There is no need for that from Tobido at all. That's quite rightly booking him for that. It's absolutely stupid. He does not need to make that challenge at all. His 2 cameos he's made so far, he's played really well, but he's made a few mistakes. Actually, no, I wouldn't say that was a booking. Actually, to be fair, I wouldn't. No, that's a 50-50, both running for the ball. So I retract that. But he is making mistakes. But as I say, Bournemouth are way more in way more in much more control, shall we say, than West Ham. Even though the prevailing opinion seems to be that West Ham's starting 11 is stronger than Bournemouth. Just as it goes out for West Ham throwing, trying to get the ball up to Siniesta. Bernard GT says, which kit do you prefer this season for West Ham? Away kit, third kit, or home kit? I've done my video about it. Go check them out. BC says, how does Somerville look? He's hardly had a sniff, mate. He's hardly had a sniff. I can't really say. Kilman. Wan-Bissaka. Ward-Prowse back to Wan-Bissaka. Fulkrug. Ward-Prowse, Wan-Bissaka. Standing around, just back to Ward-Prowse, who puts it back down to Kilman, who passes it over to Tobido on the right-hand side. No urgency from him at all until the play was like 5 yards from him. Soufal. Alvarez, back to Soufal. He's going to give it to Fabianski in it. Yep, he does. Kilman. Alvarez. This is what I'm talking about. We're passing it around nicely, but doing nothing with it. Just as I say that, Alvarez hoofs it up to Bowen. Soufal. Back to Bowen. He's way too deep for where he should be. That's the way the game's going yet again. Tobido in our own half. Just behind the centre circle. Over to Kilman. Souček. And now Bournemouth are in the counter-attack once again. Siniesta. Now Scott. Gets intercepted by Soufal out of luck more than anything else. Bowen gets pushed over, and that should be a free kick from Scott, but it's not for some reason. Pushes him over. You see with his eyes. That's a booking. He just bundled him over for the sake of it. And yeah, he did get booked. It's so stupid. I mean, that's more of a booking than what the 50-50 with Tobido was. Anyway, so Souček, Soufal. Hoofs it up trying to find Bowen, but it's way too strong. And Neto just grabs. I mean, Bowen's pissed off with that. He's like, oh, for fuck's sake. Look on his body posture. So, Sinisi. Huijman, back to Sinisi. Full crook, I'm not sure what he's doing. That's a foul. He does. He pushes over Scott. You can't argue. You can't. The German can't argue. It's a free kick. It's a free kick. He pushes him over. Yellow card animation looks like he's giving a yellow card to John. Wherever I'm going to put it, mate, it's going to look like that. So it has to be centre. Because it has to be down here somewhere, doesn't it? So if it comes up here, it's gonna up here looks like me. If it comes up there, it's gonna look like me. So doesn't matter. Smith, Siniesta, no, sorry, Sinistera, isn't it? Sinistera, I should say. Siniesta. It's a completely different player. A long ball for no reason, and it goes out for a West Ham throw-in as a result. Tony saying, I don't have a stream, but by the sound of it, John, we need Paquetá and Kudus to change the game. Kudus, yes. Yes. 100% yes. It'd be a bit of a shame for Somerville to come off. But Tony, as you're not watching the game, mate, while we're waiting for the throw-in to be taken, we've had one shot. Bournemouth have had 4. They've had 1 on target. They've had 3 off target, but we've had the lion's share of possession. So that's what I'm saying. It's 52.5% so far of possession. So we're keeping the ball, but as I say, we're not doing it much with it because Bournemouth are more dominant. They just seem to be more in tune with what's going on. So Soufal on the right hand side. That's what I'm talking about. Souček passes it back to Ward-Prowse. He passes it back to Tobido. Tobido's the only one that passes it forward, and then Souček's going to hoof it down to Fabianski now. Yep, he does. Fucking, this is what I'm saying. Nobody's got confidence out there at all because of how well Bournemouth are playing. They're not playing brilliantly because we're able to snub the majority of what they're doing, but at the same point, with 12 minutes to go, we should be a bit more dominant than this. We should be a little bit more in tune with each other, and we're not at the minute. Bowen comes away with the ball, but unfortunately nobody around him, so Smith puts it back to Neto. Bowen runs the ball down, but stops. He should be chasing it right until the ball's kicked. Ward-Prowse intercepts, and Bowen is in an offside position if he tried it, so that's why Neto's gathered the ball and hoofed it long himself as well to try and break up the play, and that just rolls back to Fabianski because he does. You can see him go, no, sorry, sorry, no. And then to Tobido. So Alvarez over to Soufal. He puts it out for a throw in. So while we're doing that, Banana says no, but seriously, why did Lopetegui put Kudus, Antonio, and Paquetá on the bench? Reason being, mate, Man City for one. I agree. My starting 11 was slightly stronger than this. What did I have? I had Paquetá in there, but I had Somerville out on the left hand side, yeah, and I had Bowen out on the. Oh, I can't remember what it was now, but yeah, I get what you mean. Let me just have a look at the the vid. This is its far arsing about. So yeah, so my start 11 in the preview. Oh, hang on. My start 11 had Wan-Bissaka, Tobido, Mavropanos, and Creswell as the back four. Fabianski in goal. Alvarez starting, which I've done. I had Orford in the midfield with Guilherme and Irving and Summerville in the midfield with Fulkrug up front. So not that dissimilar thinking, but yeah, it's just, I mean, that was the whole, that, as I said to Kent Irons earlier today, the whole point of the summer transfer window was to increase, make sure we got players that are rested so so we can make this rotation. And it's not a bad side. It's just the fact that it's a side that hasn't really played with each other all that often. That's the problem. That's the problem there. It's just that they haven't really worked with each other, and this is one of the issues why we're running in. But Creswell falling in injured or too tired or whatever it was, hasn't helped the tactics, and that's the problem. Wan-Bissaka's done beautifully there. Absolutely brilliant to pass up to Somerville. Kept the ball in really well. But Somerville buttled it a little bit. Ward-Prowse to Wan-Bissaka. Back to Ward-Prowse. And we're so far up the pitch. We're now at the halfway line. Tobido on the halfway line. He tries to feed it through to Souček, but Souček wasn't aware to it. Sorry, to Bowen, I should say. But Bowen wasn't aware of it. And a nice little header from Kilman, but didn't really help. Nobody's helping him. No one's supporting him. Tobido's covering his area, but Soufal's too late back. But he passes it to Tobido, who gives it to Souček. And now Alvarez, Ward-Prowse, and he bottles it and puts it back to Fabianski. This is why Ward-Prowse is being listed to be on the bench. Listed to be sold, man, because he's just like, he's not in it. He's not in this game at all. He really isn't. 24 people watching. Come on, guys. There's more than 5. Let's have more conversation going with you guys. I know a lot of you listen to it as a radio station. That's perfectly fine. But come on, at least do us a favour and give us a like. Yeah? The more likes this gets, the more people will be involved in it. It's the least you can do. Actually, the least you can do is hit subscribe because it's completely free. It doesn't cost you a penny. And now Ward-Prowse running down the right middle, passes it over to Somerville, who's wearing gloves, I think, for some stupid reason. Wan-Bissaka. Bowen tries it. Wasted move there. Brain says I like you, JP. Mate, are you on the sauce already? Mike Williams saying pretty boring game so far. Yeah, kind of backing up what I was saying earlier, mate. Just Fulkrug is a prime example. Should have scored there. Really should have scored. Mike says just like the video. Thank you very much, mate. Hasn't come through yet, but thank you very much if you have. Tony says, if I had my way, John, I would have really gone full strength for this game and played lesser team against City. I really want a domestic cup. No, I agree. This is the only one that we haven't won. Barring the Premier League, of course, or the A-League for that matter, because even in the Championship we never did it. And even in old League One we never did it. Came fucking close. But yeah. Yeah, it was a little bit all over the place. So Kilman up to Wan-Bissaka on the left-hand side. He passes it to Fulkrug. He goes for goal. 2 or 3 yards wide. So first shot towards goal, I guess. But Arnon, watch your capital letters, mate, because you might get suspended from the automatic mod in the chat. Just be careful, because with YouTube's algorithms, that can be deemed as shouting. I know you're singing, and it's perfectly fine, not an issue. But just be careful with your capitals, mate, because if it kicks in, there's a good chance those lyrics are gonna get deleted. Just so you know, which is why I know you're a kid. Okay, damn. Oh, damn. And also English lesson here, mate. Damn has an N on the end of it. Corner taken. Cleared. Fulkrug. Yeah, not the best of attempts. Not the best of attempts. Yeah, damn. So yeah, Souček tried, but just hoofed it over again, exactly as he did against against Village. A nice header in from Souček. Just as Fulker goes the header, but yeah, he just slams it straight over. But yeah, there's a difference. That's what you're talking about. What you're talking about is what beavers make. But that's because you've grown up watching American stuff, so you don't know the difference. Tony says, I want to go back to the 21-year-old Tony who went crazy watching the FA Cup final. What a night that was. I bet, mate, that was the day I was born. Not to make you feel old, fella. Get some bellends, don't you? Banana says, can't believe YouTube doesn't let you chant in live watch-alongs like you're really in the stadium. No. It's you can put the lyrics up, just don't do it capitals because because we live in a snowflake society. Yeah, this is and you basically Google got into a lot of great problems a few years ago because they didn't look after children properly. So this is one of the reasons why you can't have fully adult content and still make money. You have to have it available for kids. It's ridiculous. But free kick going. Looks like it's going to be Ward-Prowse with the free kick. Can he work his magic on this free kick? And we ball in, not a bad one. Fulkrug, good save from Neto. Very good save. That was pinpoint, just not enough pace on it, unfortunately, but very good save. Bournemouth in defence now. Slowly but surely on the counter attack. Tobido, Souček, Bowen. Bowen looks like he's had Cuban heels fitted, man. He looks a lot taller for some random reason. Tony won't know what I'm talking about when it comes to Cuban heels. Ward-Prowse, Fulkrug from Somerville. Somerville making a run, but too far behind him. Nice pass up to Somerville, and he's absolutely skies it. Oh, such a chance. Good defending as well from Bournemouth's point of view. Very good defending. Let's see, look at the replay. So Kilman passes a nice ball through to Fulkrug to try and lay Somerville on, but yeah, he just absolutely skies it. He went for power over concentration there. Nice touch to control it, but yeah, puts his feet underneath it. Rick, thank you very much, mate. Much appreciated. Thank you very much for the £5 super chat, mate. It's come at the right time, believe me. Hi guys, hope you're all well, and I can only listen to the game tonight as I'm busy. Well, congratulations on getting engaged, mate. It's lovely to see. Mike says put the ball in Rose's head. But yeah, congratulations on your nuptials, mate. Is your missus an actual West Ham fan, or is he just wearing West Ham stuff because she loves you? Tobido to Soufal. I mean, when Julie and I were together a few years ago, she wouldn't wear a West Ham fan because she's Arsenal. But she came to the games, but she wouldn't wear West Ham shirts. Tobido on the right hand side, putting the ball in. There you go, Banana. That's more like it, son. Brain says has to be Antonio in the second half. Fulker's not done too badly, to be fair. It's just the fact that he's not had much to work on. So it would be a shame for him to be substituted. But again, Brain, I get the reasons why. But at the same point, he'll be Lopetegui's starting striker for City. You watch. A nice gather from Fabianski there on Utara. Too Short Long Dog says this is a land of make-believe. Well, yes. Your point being, apart from being a dick, yes, she's a West Ham fan as her dad's is all sides of West Ham. That's why. Good lad. Lynn Cannell, welcome. Need kudos. It certainly seems it. And I have no idea why he's saying it's a land of make-believe, but yeah, this is whatever you want it to be, mate. Yeah, that's how life works. You'll find that out the older you get. Well, the camera never lies. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Genuinely, what are you talking about? Bournemouth are in defending now. So 1 minute of added time. Let's add that to the stream. Wrong one. Whoops. Nice handle save, and Fabianski and Sufal clears his lines. You're absolutely right, Lynn. Great save. Right. Russia's laughing for some random reason. So, corner taken from Bournemouth. Not a bad little run up. And easily cleared. Tony says, sounds like we're getting better at the end of the ball. At the end of the half. A little bit, but not so much. And that's it. That's half time. So, yeah, there's not really that much to talk about, guys, to be honest with you. Really isn't. There's been a few chances, more to Bournemouth more than anything else. But yeah, so I'm gonna go and grab myself some juice and let's see what you guys are saying just before we go to the half-time break. Will the lineup against City be to minimise the damage? More than likely. Lynn says midfield needs an upgrade. Yes, Ward-Prowse isn't doing what he should be doing, and I've no idea why. To be honest with you, I don't really get why he's doing what he's doing or isn't doing what he's doing, isn't it? Which is nearer the point. But yeah, let's listen to some tunes at half time, and I'll see you in a few minutes.
What you putting in? All your hopes and efforts are all in vain. Who will pick you up when you've lost everything? Does it all become for granted with a wedding ring? Got every day. Oh, and if that someone makes you smile and leaves you with a scar, don't let them tell you what you feel or who you are. Oh, there must be more. There must be another way. There must be conscious, different things in
Right, so the players are about to come on. Mavropanos is coming on for Toledo, which I think is the right decision, to be honest with you. Guys, you can tell that a lot of people out there don't know how copyright works. Chris, even if I sang my own version of a if I've played my own version of a song that is copyrighted, I will still be copyrighted for performing it without their permission. This is how it works. That's why the music is the way that it is, because I'll be stung up the arse with copyright claims. Yeah, this is why this is why the music is the way that it is. And Jebsen's come off, and Barbosa and Evan Nilsson, as we know him, has come on as well, for that matter. Two long dogs. What are you talking about? If you don't want to talk about the game, fuck off out of it. Right? So there we go. Second half is kicked off. This isn't a channel for dickheads. So that's your final warning. You've put a lot of bullshit up there. So either talk about the game or fuck off and try and piss somebody else off. Wan-Bissaka with a nice ball up to Somerville. Deep in our own half. I do like it when you get angry, Joe. I'm not angry. I'm just trying to teach this 9-year-old how to treat others with respect and understand what this platform's all about. Chris says, JP, you're very modest. I heard you sing and play your guitar and you're quite good. I know, but it's got fuck all to do with copyright. It's nothing to do with it. A nice ball from Souček up to Somerville, who's come alive in the start of the second half, and oh, that was close. 2 yards out. All right. You've been warned. Ta-ta. Great, nice ball up to Somerville, as I say. He's made some decent runs this second half. Maybe Lopetegui says you need to get involved more. Maybe that's what the situation is. But no, he's done well there. Really has done well there. Somerville. Sorry, Ward-Prowse up to Mavropanos, back to Ward-Prowse. Short passes. Souček. Soufal. Passing to himself. Can he overtake him? No, he can't. So he tries to punch him out of the way instead. He tried to barge Senesi out of the way. I don't know what he's giving grief to the linesman about. It's completely right. It's their ball. It should be a free kick. So Neto going to take the free kick. And a hoofball again, as usual. Right up. Mavropanos clears it and does a hoofball back. And for some random reason, Ward-Prowse decides to, Fulcook decides to head it out instead and award Bournemouth for a free kick when he's been barged out of the way. Yeah, I don't think I warned you guys in the preview about Peter Banks. Really did warn you. But thank you to those that have subscribed to get to 2,720. Very appreciated. Ball back to Neto. And a hoofball. Mavropanos clears, but nobody following up, and as a result, Bournemouth are now on the counter-attack once again. Bowen gathers in her own half, crossing over the halfway line, trying to pass it to Ward-Prowse and to Fulcook, but he wasn't aware. Somerville trying to get involved in it, nothing happening. Fulcook needs to wake up a little bit. His reaction time is slow. And Evilson tries to and a good save from Fabianski there. Very good save. Rick says, JP, we have got Michael Oliver on Saturday, referee against City. I know, mate. It's all down in the preview notes, mate. Don't worry. I know he's a referee you like, but he's been a bit shit recently in terms of a few things. But it's while that replay's going on, let's have a look to see if we've got any updates about Creswell. And therefore we missed something as a result of that. Yep, nothing about Creswell yet. Rain says, I think Forever Blowing Bubbles is public domain. The song is, yes, but the performance is a little bit different. Who performs it is different. Some are public domain, some aren't. That's the problem. Like, for example, I used to do my intros years ago, 2 or 3 years ago. We used to have the West Ham team singing the first few seconds of the song, and I was asked to take it down. Fabianski. I mean, guys, I know the game's not much to talk about at a minute, but can we, Banana says, don't really expect much for the next half hour, but come on, you Wayans. Anything can happen in the next half hour. Come on, West Ham, let's go and win this 2-0, says Rick. The Bournemouth on the attack once again. Some of their players tackling each other by the looks of it. Hoofing the ball up. And Evelson's got reams of space. Mavropanos puts a block in, but it goes out for... He's close. Yeah, I said in the preview, this is a kid to watch. I know he hasn't. I think this is the first time he's ever made his debut for Bournemouth. But he's good. He's fast. He's nimble. He's a good player. I said it in the preview. We need to keep an eye out on this kid. I like what he's done there. He's passed it in between Mavropanos' leg, which is why it's a goal kick as well. Very, very good. Mavropanos hoofs it long. Just Fulcook just jogging about, and again, Bournemouth in possession. Otara now. Wan-Bissaka makes a tackle, but it's a little bit too much, unfortunately. Lynn Kennel says, we must make a change soon, please. Absolutely agree with you. Apart from, obviously, Tobido coming on from Mavropanos. I know what you're talking about, Lynn. You're talking about the midfield there. 100% you're talking about the midfield. And you're absolutely spot on with it. I could not agree more. So, again, let's just talk about the midfield options. Irving, Kudus, Gilherm, and Rodriguez and Paquetá. That's it. So, guys, I'm sure a lot of us are thinking the same thing, Lynn is. So, who would you bring on and for whom? Come on, come on. There you go. So Bournemouth about to take the free kick, which is looking like Tavernier, and he does. But it goes out for a goal kick straight over everybody. It's not the best of. It's not the best, guys. I think we might be heading into added time here. So as I say, the match stats as they stand. Oops, what's happening there? It's just almost hits the top. Hits up the top bar. So he tried a little bit more. So yeah, Bournemouth have had 7 shots. We've had 9. They've had 3 on target. We've had 1. We've had 3 off target. So what happened to the other 4? Saved, I guess. And shot 4 off target. I don't know. It never makes sense. 9 shots, 3 off target, 1 on target. So what's the other? Where's the other 5? Huh? Where's the other 5? What happened to it? Does it just cross some pan-dimensional space rift or something? Honestly. Kilman trying to head it over to Alvarez, and he just about clears it. Souček tries the same thing. And he goes for a Bournemouth throw-in. Which should be taken any second now. Come on. Yeah, but it is, and Bournemouth straight on the attack. Wan-Bissaka clears. Nicely done. To Soufal, Alvarez, Somerville. Ward-Prowse with the stupidest of clearances. Looks like Fulkrug's offside. Makes a foul as well. You went just a little bit too early there. A little bit too early. Lynn, 100% agree with you. Kudos on for Ward-Prowse first. Absolutely agree. Completely agree with you. I mean, to be fair, that is a foul, but at the same point, Otada's made way too much of it. Fulkrug's very lucky not to get booked there, to be fair, the way that Otana's went over. But I say, I'm not a big fan of Peter Banks. But yeah, Bournemouth still in possession. Somerville almost intercepted it, as did Alvarez, but he now does on the second bounce, but nobody there to cover up. So what was the point in doing that in the first place? Seriously. Scott to Hajilson. And straight over again. Christie knee slide from Somerville, and it's a free kick. I wonder what Peter Banks has said there. Oh, there's hardly anything in that at all. Just looking at the replay, he says pulls his hands up straight away. So there's nothing much in that. Which is why I think this is going to go the distance this game somehow. I really think it is. Free kick taken. Not bad, but not exactly brilliant either for that matter. Everybody running the completely opposite direction where the ball was going. Brain says Ward-Prowse never achieved his best at West Ham last season. Yeah, this is his second season. I agree, which is one of the reasons why he's but that's not Ward-Prowse. That's not him. But I know why you're saying it, mate. Don't worry. Excuse me. But yeah. Neto with a huge ball, as it always is. It's coming up to the hour mark. Intercepted by Mavropanos, who hoofs it off to try and find someone, but there's nobody there. Souček's running it back, but ball played back to Neto, who hoofs it long. Ward-Prowse completely bottles that jump. What on earth was that? genuinely, we'll come to you in a second, Brain. Banana. Because I'm not calling you the big West Ham fan. That's ridiculous. So it shows you how young you are. But genuinely, what the hell was that from Tavernier? Seriously, he's got plenty of space. He's done a decent run, nice touch. Mavropanos put him off a little bit, granted, but he should have taken his opportunity right there and then and done it for Bournemouth. He should have done, but just a little deflection off Fabianski on the way out. Granted, what of you just edit the score to be 17-0? Why don't you? I think it's nearer the point. What I'm guessing you meant to say, what if you just edit the score to be 70-0? Well, unlike a lot of other channels, guys, I don't lie. Tony said, surely at the 60 mark, J-Lo must be making some attacking changes. We'll have to wait and see, mate. But yeah, that's the thinking behind it. Over to Tavernier from Scott. And a nice gather from Alvarez. Really, really good. And then Somerville loses the ball there. Somerville needs to go. I'm not going to be too critical of Somerville because he hasn't. God's sake, this bloody autofocus. I'm not going to be too critical of Somerville because he's literally only just signed for the club. This is like his first actual starting one. So you know. I made the account when I was like 6 or something. Exactly. Brain says Antonio is chomping at the bit. I haven't seen any shots of the bench, mate. So that's your opinion. But he's gonna be playing. Here we go. Paquetá and Rodriguez coming on. So yeah, Len, you called it spot on. Absolutely spot on ish. Ward-Prowse came off for Paquetá. So you got it half right. No, actually, no. It's Ward-Prowse for Rodriguez for some random reason, and Paquetá's coming on for probably Somerville. No, Alvarez. That's interesting. Okay, so what the actual tactical change actually is Rodriguez from Alvarez and Ward-Prowse for Paquetá. So the boards were put up right. It's just whoever was doing the graphics fucked it up. He's now correcting himself. But yeah. So big fan. Paquetá will break the tie. We'll have to wait and see, mate. I'm not gonna lie. I've not been wholly convinced of him over the last few games, and towards the end of last season either, for that matter. Yes, he had a couple of moments of brilliance against Palace, but that was it. In general, little showboating stuff. That doesn't impress me. Brain says good subs. Here we go. Absolutely agree with you, mate. Yeah, they are. That's exactly what needed to happen. As Lynn mentioned in the first half, you know, we need a bit of oomph in the midfield. The only problem is that since that substitution, we're another Bournemouth attack. But at the same point, we'll have to wait and see how it goes with that. But so far so good. Yeah, I mean. Still a bit of work to do, but it's not bad. So Fabianski with a hoofball. Getting bored of that. We're not playing out from the back tonight. We're sticking to Moyes' ball by the looks of it. And Rodriguez not with the best of controls, but Souček just about controls. But it should be a Bournemouth free kick by the looks of it, or Bournemouth throw-in, I should say. I don't want to see what Areola is saying. Here we go. Back to the game. Then says, I'd still like to see kudos for Thomas Souček. Yeah, I'm not disagreeing with you. You're absolutely right on that one. But I say, Ward-Prowse coming off first, you absolutely nailed on perfect. So props to that. 100%. But Bournemouth still in possession. Possession means nothing if you can't score. And I'm saying it for both sides as well, for that matter. Right, so we've got Paquetá. Through ball to Somerville. It gets nudged off the ball, but Souček gathers and floats it over to Wan-Bissaka on the left-hand side. Somerville. Paquetá. Can't keep possession, unfortunately. Goes for ball, but not the most of ideally things. See, what you could do is you could take Soufal off, bring Emerson on because he's on the bench, and put Wan-Bissaka over there on that right hand side, and bam, that's half their attacking threat absolutely nullified. You know, it's good possible. So that penalty against Aston Villa, that was class. Tricking the goalkeeper, he was. No, I disagree. The penalty itself, perfect. But if you're old school like me and you actually watch decent, proper professionals take penalties, you don't do that stuttering stuff. I'm sure, Brain, we talked about it as well, for that matter, a few times. But you don't do that crap. It's all this stuff about making it all. You know, it's not good. You look an idiot. 95% of the time you look an idiot because you're stopping and then waiting to see what the goalkeeper's doing. That's not how you do a penalty. You do a penalty because you're confident of your ability, not where you're trying to trick the goalkeeper. Two totally different things. Lynn says, agree either way with you. Thank you. Tony says, good call, John. I would move out ABW on to the other side. It's possible. I doubt it, but it's possible. Ward-Prowse, Fulkrug. Nice run in from him as well. Very good run in from Soufal there. Really, really good run in. We're just lacking something. I mean, regardless of that, I'm not saying stick him on because he's tried to score. I'm not trying to say that in any shape. We'll keep him on, you know. But he's shown more tenacity. It's a good ball in from Paquetá to try and find Soucek, but he's overhit. That's the problem. The handlebar is sort of like your actual name. Not really sure what you mean by that, fella. And I can't take it down because you've just deleted it. There you go. The handlebar. I mean the crossbar. You can call it a crossbar now because it's not wood anymore. It's in a metal frame. There's another free kick from Bournemouth just because Mavropanos is doing his fucking job. Then it says we will take time for the squad. It will take time for the squad to gel. We will have to have some patience. 100% agree. 100% agree. Like I said, round about the time you originally clocked in, Lynn, I was saying around about then, and about halfway through the first half, it's down to the fact that the tactics have been changed at last minute, so everyone's a little bit big. I've no idea what you're saying, Banana Mate. That's complete gobbledygook, what you've just said there. So put it in English. Counts don't have a handlebar. You have a handle, or you have a crossbar, or you have a handlebar on a bike. It's a handle. It's not a hand. Yeah, like Mr. Beast, for example, his handle is Mr. Beast 2. Yeah, that's a handle. It's not a handlebar. Handlebars are on bikes, mate. Who calls it handlebars? And don't shout. Show some respect. Who calls them handlebars? People that don't understand English, or are you talking about idiots on TikTok who are American and make up words for the sake of it? You don't. They are called. It's not the British. It's called handles. It's your handle. Your account name is your handle. It's not in a handlebar. I'm sorry, mate. You're wrong on that. Google it. Google handle meaning and handlebar meaning. Free kick taken and well over the bar. Well over the bar. Not a bad attempt. Just about 9 yards too far by the looks of it for Dango. So another substitution for Bournemouth. Smith is coming off, and Koiver is coming on. No, sorry, you said 15 up then, so it's just Sinistera and Kilvert. Or maybe there's two substitutions, so Semenyo coming on for Sinister. These people just don't know what they're doing. They're honestly, it's ridiculous. So yeah, Sinestra has come off for Semenyo. And yeah, it's ridiculous. And then Koivert's come on for Utada by the looks of it. For Tavernier, sorry. Mavropanos with a free kick. Well, Prasen, Souček is absolutely loses it. And it's a West Ham free kick. So a long ball up. And Bowen with trying to do a little tinker up with his toenails by the looks of it. And now Bournemouth on the counter attack, exploiting the space in midfield because there's absolutely so much of it. So I'd say Iriola has been more productive in terms of his substitutions, and just seeing the confirmation of Nilsson's yellow card there from the foul on Souček. And Semenyo now. An easy ball but very well gathered from Kilman there. Very, very good. Otherwise, that's 1-0 to Bournemouth. That really is that movement. Lynn says Souček looks lost. He's knackered, I think. Yeah. He's chasing shadows, definitely. I mean, he's not been all that brilliant in the first half, to be fair, especially the start of the second half as well. He's given the ball away a couple of times. A nice clearance from Kilman. Put it out for a Bournemouth throw-in. 20 minutes left on the clock, guys. We're just over 20 minutes. I mean, I don't know what Soufal was doing there. As I say, that's what I would do. I would take Emerson off, move Wan-Bissaka over to the right-hand side and put Emerson on in the left flank. And I'm hoping that Lopetegui can see that and does it. But we'll have to wait and see. So, yeah, as I say, fair play to Bournemouth. They've made us look like a League One side. They really have tonight. They really have. They've played really, really well. And they just seem to be a little bit more up for it than we do. As simple as that. I'd be saying the same thing if we were at the ground as well, for that matter. In actual fact, I'd be shouting a lot more and swearing a lot more than I currently am. It's not good enough, this. It really isn't. We're just second fiddle to everything. I don't know what the hell Paquetá's doing, lifting his shorts up like that. What the fuck is that about? So, yeah, Lynn, you got your chance. Your wish, even. Curtis is coming on. For I'm guessing Somerville. We'll have to wait and see. He could have come on early with that throw-in, to be fair. But yeah, as you say, yeah, Curtis is coming on. Wan-Bissaka with a nice cover. Nicely done. Nicely done. Over to Soufal, who dinks it back to Mavropanos. Christ! That's what I'm saying! Fabianski with a hoofball. Rodriguez completely loses it. Bowen. Souček's all over the place with that as well. Christ almighty. Mavropanos. Rodriguez to Paquetá. Through to Fulkrug. And now back to Paquetá, through to Somerville. Nice movement. But he needs some help. Aaron, he needs to get in there. And it goes out for a corner. Now this is shit. That should be a corner. Now this is when the substitution should be made. It really should be. But yeah, I wouldn't be at all surprised if Souček is taken off. You see angle after angle. It's a great run from Somerville. Really showing the reason why he won Player of the Year for the Championship last season. But no, not making the substitution. Okay. Bowen with the corner taken. And just, what the fuck? What was that? Honestly. Ray says, I need to win by at least a 2-goal margin. You put a bet on, have you, mate? And here we go. Defensive block from Wan-Bissaka. He's asking for the ball, but Fabianski's picking the ball up instead. Tony's asking, does Souček ever get a rest? Every minute under Moyes for his country now and the Lopetegui. Well, not every, but pretty much. No, you're not far off, mate. You're not far off. Because he's a box-to-box midfielder. That's probably the reasons why he's staying on all the time. But yeah, just seen Fulkrug said it's a nice attempt. We just went too early. So is Kudus actually come on now or not? No. Mavropanos looks a little bit shaken up. Bless him. What's happening? The head injury by the looks of it, I'm guessing. Maybe he's done his knee in by the way he's walking. Not 100% sure. So yeah, so Somerville for Kudus, as I predicted. It's a shame because I think Somerville's done okay. He hasn't done brilliant. He hardly got a sniff in the first half, but the second half he's done well. But now the board don't work. He knows, man. And it looks like Emerson for Emerson for Mavropanos by the looks of it. So. Oh, this is interesting. So Somerville for Emerson, and Fulkrug's come off for Kudus. So that's pushing Bowen up front, I'm guessing. That's interesting. Guys, what do you think on those substitutions? Yes. Oh yes. Oh no. I'm not. That's interesting. I can kind of see the logic behind it. I mean, does that mean that Fulkrug's going to start on Saturday against City? And Mavropanos has come back on. That's okay. He's all right. He's fine. But yes, that's an interesting substitution. Those guys, what are you thinking? There's 17 people watching. Guys, come on, give us your thoughts on those substitutions. Kudus coming on makes total sense. Zach, you need to ask the question first of all. What is the question? About what? Use your brain. Who's going to win the league? Who's going to get Champions League? Who's going to get European League? What? Juicy Gaming, welcome. West Ham got a pull through. I mean, I wouldn't be disappointed. I wouldn't be disappointed in terms of if we lost this, because Bournemouth have been the better side. They have been the better side. We've had our moments, but they've been the better side. But football's football. Paquetá up to Kudus and too far through. Right. Zach's asking who's winning next weekend, United or Liverpool? Probably Liverpool, mate, to be honest with you. United aren't nowhere near as good as everybody thinks they are at the moment. Long ball over. I mean, I've not watched either side, so I can't say. And Fabianski with a good save. It's not a bad move. Not a bad movement from. Oh, Zach, if you don't ask like someone's opinion, why ask a fucking question, you dick? especially for a conversation that has nothing to do with the question. It's a good save from Fabianski. It's a nice layoff from Mutada as well for that, Robert. A very, very good layoff from Utada, and Fabianski's now down. Jeez, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to anger you, mate. But the point is, yeah, if you ask somebody a question, then don't say nah if you don't agree with it. Honestly, this is why I can't wait for the schools to go back. So you guys are sitting at home, going to sleep at 9 o'clock at night, or doing your homework instead of coming on and trying to piss people off. and failing miserably, by the way, because I know exactly what's going on. That's why I said to use your brain straight away, because I knew what was happening. He's booked Fabian for what? What's he booked Fabianski for? I really don't get why he's booked Fabianski. He made a save. What's he booked him for? Bernard says, Bowen is a good player on the wing as it is. I've watched Bowen play and he could have potential to be a striker, but what do you think, John? As I say, I think he's up front. He was our leading goal scorer last season, scored exactly the same amount of goals as Saka last season, with slightly less goal involvements. Sorry, more goal involvements, less appearances than Saka as well. That's why I got the England call up. So another substitution. Scott coming off for Cook. 13 minutes to go. Because we're gonna. How many substitutes have we had this second half? Right, so we've had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that's at least 3 to 4 minutes of added time because of the substitutions. Probably 3. Because they like to round down instead of rounding up. So it's 30 seconds per substitution. We've had 7 now. So not counting the half-time substitutions itself. So Kilman over to Mavropanos. Paquetá. Mavropanos. Mavropanos still keeping the ball, nicely played, gets the ball back off that deflection there, and tries to go for goal, but doesn't happen. And Paquetá wins the ball back, but yeah, Bournemouth on the attack again as it stands. Nice clearance there from Rodriguez. Paquetá stands on his feet, does some nice football, but doesn't really do anything with it. Rodriguez to Kilman. Back to Rodriguez. Paquetá over to Wan-Bissaka on the left-hand side. Tries to play Paquetá in, but the ball's too hard for him, and it goes out for West Ham throw-in instead. Wan-Bissaka takes it very quickly. Rodriguez over to Kudus on the right-hand side. Tries to put it into in the box, but it goes out for a Bournemouth throw-in instead. Yeah, where are we? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So at least 3 minutes. At least. I mean, probably all this time wasting, we're probably looking at close to 5 minutes, I reckon, guys. With 10 minutes left, granted, but what are you thinking on added time so far? Mavropanos running it through. Bowen. Good save from Neto. Nobody following it up, and it goes out for West Ham throw-in. It's a good try from Bowen there. Really, really good try. He curled it in nicely. Didn't have much space to do. Mavropanos was asking for it, but Bowen went instead. But very, very good movement from him. Very, very good. GC's asking, are you going to live stream any other games today? No, because they will be finished by the time this is finished. Then says, I think we need another striker at the club. What do you think? I agree with you 100%. I don't think Antonio and Ings are enough for it now. I really don't. Zach says, honestly, West Ham are going to get top 6 with the new signings. We'll see. It's possible, but Ray Burke says, no extra trying straight the penalties. And it's extra time, yeah, because you have what do you think that 1 minute at the end of the first time was? That's That's extra time. I'm not saying a fourth. I'm not saying the half hour, the half an hour on top of after it added time. We're talking about the extra time because of the substitutions. Basic football. Are there going to be pens? If it is, just going back from what he was talking about. Juicing game. Really, I don't really watch soccer. Exactly. Yeah. Exactly right. Proved your point, unfortunately, mate. But yeah. David, hello. How are you watching this, JP? And thanks for the live stream. I'm watching it on my telly. Thank you. Fabianski with a nice little header. Kilman. Wan-Bissaka. But yeah, Paquetá does well to come out with that, to be fair. All over the place, the Bournemouth players trying to get into him. But Rodriguez over to Mavropanos. That's called injury time. Not in the UK, it's not. Not added extra time. But there isn't injuries, though, is it? We haven't. That's the point. That's the whole point, mate. It's not injury time. NFL, they call it injury time. In England, we Dave is asking, sorry, what channel? It's Sky Sports Plus. Soufal gets the ball, and Mavropanos Rodriguez apparently committed a foul, but he said when he was actually bear hugged by the looks of it. Let's have a look at it. Where are we? Yeah, no, he's right. Are you saying that injury time is extra time? What injuries? What injuries? There's extra time because there's 30 seconds for substitution. There's injury time on top of it. Stoppage time. Yeah, stoppage time. Extra time. Stoppage time is still extra. Yeah? Sorry, but this isn't the Premier, is it? No, it's not, mate. It's the League Cup. Stoppage time, but it's time added on, extra time. Stoppage time. At the end of that's what we're talking about. That's why I said 3. That's why I was counting through the substitutions and saying how many seconds per substitution is for that extra time it allotted to it. Boom. Never has been injury time. The half hour is half hour in a cup game. Agreed. Tony says, when is the draw for the next round? Hopefully we'll be in the draw. Probably the next couple of days. I'm not 100% sure. Again, ball in from Bournemouth into the box. And tapped out. That should be a West Ham throw if it goes out, but it doesn't. Easily controlled there from Smith. Should be 5 minutes of stoppage time after 90 minutes. Yeah. You can quibble over semantics as much as you want. It's still extra time. Added time. Stoppage time. It's all the same algorithm. And a great header from Wan-Bissaka there to clear the danger. And he's looking much better having now. Rodriguez is down. Have a look. The replay. So Souček with the ball. Yeah, if that's not a sending off, I don't know what is for Utada. She says, I just want one of them to win and no draw. Strategy of the day: kick it about and score on the 89th minute. You never know, mate. You never know. Utara's been taken off before he gets booked, and WHU's come on as a result of it. Exactly Somerville playing. He was subbed off. Mine says 4 minutes of added extra time, probably going to penalties though, but who knows? Well, if nobody scores within the next 5 or 6 minutes, mate, that's exactly what's going to happen. Paquetá to Bowen. Kudus. Yes, Kudus! Technically, Kudus. It's like affecting the Bowen by the looks of it. So, Joetta, you weren't that far off, mate. You weren't that far off. You got 90 seconds too late on that one, but perfect. Let's have a look at the replay. The Paquetá with a nice little layoff. Bowen. Kudus. It does. It bounces off Bowen. He doesn't even know about it. Have a look. Yeah, he does. It bounces off his chest. Brain says, another one for my 2-0. Not happening, mate. Not happening. It's taking us this long to score. Brain says, yes. No penalties. You about time, says George. I'll take it, says you. It was. Yeah, I know. But it's Kudus. No, it was awarded to Bowen. It's still stoppage time if one of the teams are leading. There'll still be the extra added time for the substitutions and injuries, etc., etc. But other than that, boom. Yeah, awarded to Bowen on the 88th minute. Yes, please hold on now. Oh, Juicy's Gaming subscribe. Thank you very much, mate. Much appreciated. The reason why that graphics come on is that graphic even just then is because you've got your settings set to viewable when somebody subscribes. That's why it's come up. But to everybody that has subscribed tonight, thank you very, very much. I told you someone would break the tie. Flash score was 2 minutes fast. I rejected the urge to put that in the chat. Thank you, Dan. David, much appreciated, mate. It's because there's loads of different ways you can watch. It's too complicated to go into at the end of the day because when you're live here, it's not live on YouTube because there's always delay and stuff and whatnot. So you go to 7 minutes of added time for you pedantic Herberts. 7 minutes. Oh, that was way out. Absolutely way out. Got it pretty much spot on. It's juicy. So anything can happen. Anything can happen in the next 7 minutes. Well, 6 minutes now, really. But yeah, I said it before and I'll say it again. I feel a little bit sorry for Bournemouth because they have been the better side. It's just they've had the better chances, they've had the better shots, they've had the better possession. But that's what football is. It's literally just one moment. All it takes is one moment. All it takes. Bournemouth on the attack once again. Ramasak has kept it clean and very, very good save and just about kept him from Fabianski as well for that matter. Good run from Semenyo, to be honest with you. That's a really, really good run, but it looks like it was offside anyway, sadly. But it's a good run. Just looking at the replay for the goal there. Straight into Bowen's stomach. Twice, in fact. He controls it with it. Yeah, you can't see it from that angle, but he controls it with his chest to give the layoff to Kudus, and when the ball comes back, it looks like it bounces off his stomach. And Kudus with a nice control there, running in, stands on his feet, and he goes out for a corner. In the Premier League, that's a penalty. I guarantee it. Just waiting for the corner to be taken, which is looks like it's going to be Bowen again. Yep. Paquetá coming short for some reason. Ball in and easily cleared. Rodriguez gives the ball away. I mean, it's a difficult clearance for difficult control for him. To be fair, that really is difficult for him. Ball slotted through down our left hand side. Bournemouth coming in. Semenyo. Ball in. And an easy gather from Fabianski. So it's not over yet. It's not over yet. Bournemouth aren't giving up without a fight on this one by the looks of it. So hoof ball from Fabianski. 3 minutes left. Bowen. Not really sure what he's doing on that. Juicy Gamer says my sport bets are a disaster today. Well, if you put to West Ham to win it, mate, then there you go. But yeah, now I know the odds wouldn't have been brilliant, mate, but I personally would do a result rather than a scoreline. That you'd probably get better odds on that than an actual scoreline, because scorelines are, their odds are high for a reason. Joao Leto says we might need loads of luck against City. There's no might about it, mate. We're going to need a hell of a lot of luck, really, to keep it down. But there's signs in here. There's signs of decent defending. If Wan-Bissaka starts, for example, Emerson, Kilman, Mavropanos, they've been for their times. They've been absolutely solid. David put it really, really, really quite diplomatically. It's not over till the overweight sister sings. I like that. That's good. I like that. I say, if there's any Bournemouth fans still watching, Kai, if you're still watching, commiserations, genuinely commiserations. They've been the better side, guys. Would you agree that Bournemouth have been the better side overall in terms of chances and opportunities and attempts, defending, etc., etc.? Oh, well, there's always one, isn't there? There's always one. Why do people do it? Seriously, why do people do it? I mean, that's still going to be... It's still going to add time on top of that. Why did people do it? This is what I'm saying when we did the Palace watch along. It's all about me culture. Oh, look at me! I've been able to run onto onto the live match and been on telly. Yeah, you're getting a ban for the rest of your life for doing that, and quite rightly so. Drop ball. Good as Gathers. Still, how he keeps that ball, I'll never know. But it's a great possession run from him. Wan-Bissaka. Emerson, I think that is. No, he gives the ball away. Sorry, it's Paquetá. Paquetá. Bournemouth throw taken. That goes out for a goal kick, surely. You try to get it off Souček, mate. It didn't work. There's going to be added time on top of it. Then says we were a bit lucky, to be fair. Yeah, that's football. Unfortunately, that's how football works. That is how football works. Going to be calling full time any second now, by the looks of it. I mean, it's going to be at least another minute or so because of that idiot running on. That's at least 30 seconds. And it was good to see Lopetegui pleading with Areola, just like, just please, just enough. It's not, we're not responsible for it. There we go, full time, guys. Thank you very, very much for everybody that's watched and to everybody that's subscribed. You've had some great conversations. We've had some childish conversations at the same point. But thank you very. Glenn says I'll take it though. Tell me the difference between injury time. I'm not going over it again, Ray. Shut up. Good result tonight. Good result. Good night, all, says George. Agreed. It took Kudus to break the tie. Technically, yes. But yeah, have a great week, everyone. Agreed. And yeah, thank you to everybody that's watched. Much appreciated. And thank you to everybody that's subscribed as well. As I say, the preview for the Man City game is going to be going up tomorrow evening as well, so keep an eye out for that. And thank you, Lynn. Thank you, much appreciated, and thank you for being with us. In the meantime, guys, as Joanne said, have a great week, everybody, and I hope to see you tomorrow. All the best now. Take care.